Hello, welcome back to NocTalk. After the E3 weekend, we're going to talk about what the fuck actually happened.
Zelda trailer, Zelda trailer, Zelda.
Kojima!
Made no fucking sense.
Yo, that's Kojima for you. Okay, so let's start with EA. Not a lot of new stuff aside from a rip-off of Snow.
That was Ubisoft,
Oh, that
right?
was Ubisoft. I'm sorry, I've had a long day. Whatever. What did EA do? I can't remember now. They've done like Titanfall.
Battlefield.
Titanfall and Battlefield.
Titanfall. They showed off Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
FIFA has a story mode now for some fucking reason.
Well, so did the new NBA game, and a lot of people liked that. So I think they're following suit. I don't know. It could be really interesting if they do it right.
Maybe a career mode? But I don't know about a story mode. Like, what kind of story can you base off of a sports game?
From the look of it, you're a young black, man, and you get drafted because you're good at football or soccer or whatever the hell people wish to call it.
It's an underdog
and
story.
He goes, and from the look of the trailer, it looks like he peaks, he does awesome, and then he peaks, and then he's not doing as well. Maybe something to do with drugs, given that this is how this usually goes. And then he probably comes out on top at the end of it and becomes the very best, like no one ever was.
God damn it, John.
Did he catch them all? Was that his real test?
No, he's not the goalie.
The train that was his cause.
Okay.
FIFA 16.
Moving on promptly then to Bethesda. Fallout VR and Doom VR.
Okay, let's see. Fallout could work. Sounds interesting. Slightly odd. But Doom sounds like people are going to throw it from the speed and be shitting their pants from giant fucking demons clawing at their face.
Speaking of Doom, Sam and I had a go at the demo today. And one thing, I asked him to press escape so I can check on the settings, and he wasn't sure where that button was. Sam, hit escape. How do I do that?
Peasant.
Oh, don't be harsh now, John. He's learning.
Hopefully.
But yeah, so we played through about half of the first level, and I cannot see how that's going to work for VR. I can't. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, it seems like it moves way too fast.
It's too fast. I agree.
The issue is right now, VR is really in its infancy. And do you guys remember back in 2006 when motion controls started to become a thing? It's just a little too early. Like, they're there, and it's good enough to kind of be interesting, but not good enough yet for it to actually properly work.
I mean, even Nintendo gave up on motion control after everybody else started doing it.
Yeah.
But also, too, the thing that's really cool with VR is we're actually seeing the reemergence of 3D sound engineering, which is huge. Because there was some games in the early 2000s that had 3D sound, where if you had on a set of headphones, something was coming up from behind you. It felt like something was coming up from behind you. And coupling that with VR will be amazing, but we're not there yet. Not until there's an Omni mill in every home and a HTC Vive in every hand.
Yeah.
I hope we get one soon. Probably won't ever happen, but yeah.
To be honest, I'm waiting for them to be on display at like EB Games or Best Buy or other stuff so I can have a go at it without dropping a paycheck.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had a go at it at the EB Games in Metrotown Mall at Burnaby, BC.
What did you play?
Just random HTC Vive, miniature games.
Oh, okay.
Interesting stuff, though.
Yeah. But I feel like this E3 was like year of the VR. Like every other thing was like a VR title. The one I'm most curious about, besides Bethesda stuff, was the Batman Arkham one. Is that a port of the Batman games, or is that a completely new experience?
Can I just ask, what the fuck's going on with Final Fantasy 15? We've seen dozens of trailers over a decade, for God's sakes it feels like. Now, there's a goddamn car that can fly. Who's on drugs writing this? Final Fantasy's always been a little off, but guys, what the hell? And now, instead of being like a third-person camera view to see the entire battle, they're gonna offer the option to do first-person, and like, what's going on here? Do they just not know where to take it after a couple dozen games? Like,
well, I'm thinking right now. I think they're kind of overdoing it. There's a couple games where I would have never imagined them to actually do it with, but I don't know. It's kind of what motion control kind of happened.
see, I think Yahtzee explained motion controls best like 5 years ago
How
or
did they
more.
do it?
Motion controls are like the gaming industry's period. Nintendo was the early bloomers holding up its soiled panties, and slowly everyone else showed up with soiled knickers a few weeks later.
Okay.
But it's something we just have to grin, bear it, and we get through it. And hopefully the gaming industry will blossom into something better on the other side of it.
So then, moving on to Ubisoft. Again, rip-off of Snow. I'd like to know... I'd like to hear their excuse for coming up with that idea. I'd also like to hear the developers of Snow's point of view right now.
I'm just gonna say, when it came to Ubisoft, the only bit that really caught my attention in the 2-hour conference was Fracture But Whole and Ghost Recon, and those were right off the bat.
I completely
So
agree.
after that, it was like a solid hour and a half of sitting there, checking my phone, wondering when Aisha Tyler would shut the fuck up.
She was really annoying. I couldn't stand her. Can we actually talk about the guy who introduced For Honor? Like, can he be my DM? Seriously? He was great. Like, honestly, come on. Whoever that guy was. The art director,
So
I don't remember now.
basically managed to miss like all of E3. So can someone fill me in what happened?
Let's see. EA did its thing, no one cared. Bethesda did its thing, the internet lost its shit slightly. Ubisoft did its thing, and people were like, oh, more
Aisha
Assassin's Creed
Tyler
/
shit.
Watch Dogs and Aisha Tyler. Microsoft did its thing, and they announced the brand new Xbox One to open up the press conference, and by the end of the press conference, they announced the new Xbox One that would be replacing the one they showed off earlier that like an hour and a half before.
Okay, I
And-
do vaguely remember seeing memes about that one. About,
Then-
Sony
Let's
opened
see.
up with God of War and fucking killed it.
Although, here's the thing that really pissed me off. When they kept referring to that deer, I'm using quotation marks here, it's a fucking elk.
Yeah.
Guys fucked up.
Moving on, though. Like, come on, that reveal when he walked out of the shadows. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, Kojima's review.
No, I'm talking about Kratos, but yeah. Kojima's
Oh.
reveal, that was even more brilliant.
Oh,
I
what?
told you, John, Sony would prance him around, showing him off. I told you.
Oh yes, but
Oh,
was it
my
worth
God.
it?
Yes, that was brilliant.
Trophy wife?
You want to know when PC Gamer was asked about their opinion on if Dead Stranded or whatever it's called
Death
would be coming
Stranding.
to, yeah. So when asked, will Death Stranding be coming to PC? They said Dead Whale. When asked, when's it coming out? Possible man-born fetus baby crawling in oil. And that was the answers, because that's about as much sense as it fucking made.
Yeah.
I don't know. I that was brilliant. I think that was really brilliant what they
See-
showed off. And the amount of time from the formation of the new studio to the time now and what they've been able to pull off already, that's brilliant. That's really brilliant.
What I wanted though was to actually see something, because a cinematic trailer is great and all, and it shows off something.
Well,
But Nintendo shows up with a cinematic trailer and then fucking like 6 hours of solid footage of gameplay and just letting people play the game.
but Kojima is saying that he's put a lot of like hidden details and hints and other shit into the trailer.
But you're not getting quite what I'm putting across
I
here,
know,
Chris.
I understand. I understand. I'm just
It's
trying to defend
Ubisoft disease.
it. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Can I just refer to it as Ubisoft disease now? Or Ubisoft syndrome? Yeah,
Ubi
Ubisoft
syndrome.
syndrome. Ubi syndrome.
Okay. And then moving on to Nintendo, which was the only conference I had not watched, John.
Zelda, 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 Zelda.
And that was just about the gist of it, I understand.
No, there was Pokemon too. About 40 minutes of it. Meanwhile, we were all sitting there like, okay, Pokemon, we love you, but fuck off. Give us back Zelda. We want more.
He's not wrong.
It works so perfectly. Like, the amount of hype. Everyone's giving it, like, the game of the show. It's just holy hell. Also, can we possibly like announce the upcoming plan here, Chris, about this?
Yeah, it's your idea. Go for it, John.
Alright, so the plan here is in the coming months, before this game comes out, Nocturnal shall be hosting a live stream of all the Legend of Zelda games, starting with Skyward Sword and going down the timeline.
And
Now,
tell them who will be playing.
Chris, with the possible me and Trevor coming in as backup as needed.
And tell them
But-
why it's me.
Chris here has never played more than 20 minutes of a Legend of Zelda game. Now,
What?
it's going to come down to you, the viewers. Now, in the space below this video, please comment on which of the three timelines you'd like us to go down in Oot. So we'll need to know which one to follow after we beat that.
Or blatantly ignore.
Either way,
Yes.
there's two things there. But anyways, going back to Nintendo, so good.
So good.
I don't know.
And I actually didn't watch anything from Square.
No, I don't think anybody really does.
Wait, Square Enix is still a thing?
Yeah.
Well, they have Kingdom Hearts 3 on the rise, and
Deus Ex.
I'm
and,
9%
what
sure
else
that
they got?
wrapped Kingdom Hearts.
They got the new Tomb Raider coming out for PS4 and
oh, also Final Fantasy Flying Fucking Cars in VR.
What else is Square Enix doing other than Final Fantasy and Deus Ex?
Kingdom Hearts.
No, they're doing something else. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Are they really still doing Kingdom Hearts? Like, we haven't
Yeah.
heard anything about it in a while.
They release information every year.
Can I really bring up Titanfall again, please? Because I actually enjoyed the first one to a degree.
And circling back to EA,
Like, okay,
it's
come
Chris
on.
with the save.
Like, come on. Like, it looks good.
Are you also going to say that you're excited for Infinity Warfare?
No, I'm not.
But it's in VR, and Sony, like,
I don't
gave
care.
it, like, goddamn 20 minutes of screen time.
Oh, can you imagine VR in a Titan? Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, Battlefield 1 looks beautiful.
I'm gonna fly a fucking Zeppelin.
Into people. right?
Also, might I ask, what was with EA? The celebrities they had playing it, it was like Zac Efron, Jamie Foxx,
Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
and Snoop Dogg was high as hell, and they let him smoke while playing that game. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't watch that stream. I was busy at the time.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was allowed to smoke his joint.
There's like archive of this.
There's, if how he managed to get them to allow him to do that, God only knows. Given that you can't even smoke within like 6 meters of a goddamn door these days.
Actually,
Like-
done at 7.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Rent-A-Cop.
Hey, at least I don't get paid to stock shelves for a living.
Hey.
Make more than you, jackass. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, it's sad because it's true.
Anyways, yeah. So EA, they had some interesting stuff. Nothing that really caught my eye at all.
They had the least amount of gameplay ever.
Do you blame them? It's EA. They also suffer from Ubi syndrome.
I'm gonna look this up really quick.
Although, Watch Dogs 2 looks to be quite the improvement.
Watch Dogs 2, actually, yeah, I'm surprised by that. It looks pretty decent, to be honest with you.
Did you see the weapon that he's toting in Watch Dogs 2?
Yep.
It's a fucking billiard ball attached by, like, shoelaces.
Yeah. Did you watch the video on why they did that?
Because it moves
No.
fast and they decided that it worked well for the character they were trying to portray
Yeah.
and his movement style, and which is cool. But
like
I'm
it.
sitting there and I'm thinking, how many kids are going to think, wow, that's badass, I'm going to go drill a hole in a billiard ball? Kids, let's face it,
but
kids are stupid.
Yeah.
At the same time, could they really not give him a better weapon than a ball on a string?
What would they give him?
I don't know.
He's a hacker, not a Spec Ops guy.
I don't know. Bowie knife?
Yeah, I mean, I know some guy who's literally
Butterfly
probably
knife.
the
Switchblade.
I mean, Aiden Pierce had like a fucking telescoping nightstick. He's not.
Yeah,
a cop.
that worked.
Yeah, but Chris.
It
like,
did work. I agree.
Yeah.
This just, it feels like something you might find in Fallout or some ghetto ass like feel of it. You know what I mean? Not something where you're thinking more high tech. Like, I don't know. Maybe give him a taser. Yeah,
He has one.
him.
It was in the gameplay reveal.
But you get what I'm saying. Sort of like, you know, the shock baton in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Something a bit more like that. Something that he could, you know, like a cattle prod mixed with a nightstick.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Because it shows that he's electrically charged. And, or, I don't know. That or he is black. So, he's probably gonna get shot really quickly in this, isn't he?
God damn it. Can we actually talk about the collector's edition for Watch Dogs 2? It comes with like a vacuum robot thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a Roomba on steroids.
That sounds amazing.
I mean, a girl could probably sit on it and get off on it.
Really?
That's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
We're taking it there.
I'll send you a damn picture. Decide for yourself. There you go, Trevor. Have a look. I'm
So,
waiting for the reaction.
could you please bring up a image of this when we're speaking of this
Yeah,
in the
I'll
video?
do that. I'll do
Yes.
that, yeah.
Okay.
So we're looking at what, the junior robot?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, what does that look like to you?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know.
Honestly, it doesn't really look like a sex toy. It reminds me of. You guys remember those like punching bags that are weighted at the bottom?
Yeah.
With the clown faces on them?
Yeah, with the clown face or something that you just punch and they constantly come back up.
My boss got me one of those for work.
That's what that reminds me of. Not so much the sex toy Roomba.
Okay. I don't know.
See-
That's just what it came across as. I would have
If
rather
the-
like the little jumper toy car thing they had. I'll pull up a picture of that too. But
If there was a collector's edition, though, for Watch Dogs 2 that I'd possibly be interested in, it would have to be the San Francisco edition.
yeah, have you seen the Titanfalls collector edition?
Yeah.
It's okay. First of all, the first one was an actual Titan with a guy on it, but you know what the second one is? A helmet.
The first one was bloody nuts. Did you see the size of the box it came in?
Yeah.
That was insane. Like, you could stick a live human being in that thing. That's how big it was.
So yeah, there's a picture of the second one there.
I guarantee you we see some, like, scrub lord wearing it as a bicycle helmet at some point.
Oh god. I bet you like half the people who buy it won't even fit on their heads.
Oh no! Like
Okay.
if it's anything, the old Master Chief collection. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one.
Yeah.
Like where the books came in. Like the hole wasn't even big enough for like a toddler's head.
Oh really?
Yeah. Basically, it was I think it was like a 3 by 8 inch rectangle.
Oh.
That was it, and their inside was like hollow, and it was actually really stupid.
Yeah, allow me to show you guys this picture. If I'll take you on Facebook if you could bring this up and place this in the video.
Yep.
I wanted just to show what E3 really means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Completely agree.
That is E3 in a nutshell.
And
Trevor?
I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna put this into my thumbnails folder so I don't forget.
I'm just thinking of this as a thumbnail at some point.
That's
Just
great.
we'll be playing Minecraft or something, and one of us will make a comment like, "Oh yeah, let's just take a break. We can grab some lunch," and you just cut this in.
Oh god.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
So
right.
I have to wonder: is he sponsored by Activision? Because they're the official
Just
sponsors.
doing
of Call of Duty.
Doritos.
Yeah.
Well, at the rate it's going, Activision might send him a cease and desist order. Fair use. It doesn't exist anymore. But that said, I think we've covered more or less all of the topics about E3.
Yeah.
Although, I do want to just go ahead and toss this out here. Nintendo has shown off a new Paper Mario.
Really?
Yes, and it's coming to Wii U, and I'm stoked.
Okay, that's good.
It's called Color Splash, and you get to beat up paint cans.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I think that's a good time to end it. Thank you all for joining us for this edition of NocTalk. And we'll see you guys next time.
Have a good night, y'all.
Have a lovely night.
Trevor, say something.
See you later.
That's good.